Well, good morning everyone from Pecan Hill Farms on this beautiful, look at that, morning. Well, we've had some bad news on the old farm. I suffered my first chicken death. Even the sunflowers are hanging their head in sadness this morning. I noticed the other day that one of my buff Orpingtons was missing, and I went around started looking around to see what was going on around my fence here. This is where my ducks are at over there, and found evidence of some problems here. Looks like one of my buff Orpingtons was killed and taken away. Some feathers there. Some more feathers over here. I don't know if that's because I mowed the lawn over here the other day, and when I noticed it, you know, you get so used to the chickens just coming out when you let them out and going in when nighttime comes and you shut the door, that sometimes if you don't really pay attention, you can don't realize that one of them's missing. But I guess that happens. I don't know if it was a air attack from a hawk, all these trees around it, I don't know, or if it was a coyote or a fox or something. I don't really have problems with foxes, but anyway, I don't know. I gotta keep my eyes open. They're not inside the electric fence. The ducks are inside the electric fence, and so anyway, I hear the ducks. I guess I'll let them out this morning a little earlier than normal. I try not to let them out till about 7:30 to 8 because they lay their eggs inside that house if I let them out by 8 o'clock. Too early, and then they'll lay them out in the mud somewhere. Let me go turn the water on here. We'll fill up their swimming pools. Let me get that turned on here. I made their water station, and that's been working out real good. But it's supposed to be getting over 100 degrees here in the next few days, and I figured out I'd just go ahead and pull their tubes, their swimming pools out here, and let them have some fun swimming around. One thing about these ducks is when you pull out their swimming pool and fill it up, it is, I don't know if you can hear me, it is invitation for romance. A lot of things happen in swimming pools we can't talk about on G-rated channel. But they sure love these swimming pools. Let me pause here for a second while I fill this up, and I'll be right back. Okay, guys, rise and shine. Another day for the ducks. Their mud holes are about dried up. That rain last couple of weeks, all that rain made some good mud holes. They love those mud holes, but they're about dried up. So this hot weather, I kind of felt sorry for them. So I'll give them some swimming pools. This is what you would call a duck's waterbed right here. The old waterbed. A lot of romance in the swimming pools. Let's see if there's any eggs this morning. Oh, look at here. Right down here in the feathers. There's one there. Yep, look at that over here. Some more feathers. There's one right there. My 2 eggs I get just about every morning. We'll leave them alone. Oh, there, they found the pond. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, good times ahead. Let me get this gate shut, keep these chickens out of here. The chickens love to get in here with the ducks. Then they get in and they can't get out. They can't figure out how to get back out. Let's see if I can get this gate shut here. Sorry about the camera work here. I'm trying to do it one hand. Let me just put that down there. Okay, there they are. Getting the morning exercise. Telling everybody about it. They love when there's a dew on the grass. They love to put their old beaks down and run their old beaks in the grass, and they get water that way. That sun's kind of hard on you, isn't it? They like to get down in there, boy, and soak up, drink up that dew on the grass. But anyway, I had a great thing happen. I mean, the sad thing that the chicken got killed, but I did have a first for me from Pecan Hill Farms. So let's go over here and I'll show you. Get my gate closed here. I know we got a lot of rain, but I'm already starting to water again. We got all that 100 degree. It don't take long, boy, for it to dry out when that 105, 104 degrees hits. I'll show a picture in my, I took a picture that I'll show in my video. But I actually harvested my first watermelon. First edible watermelon that I've ever grown in my own life. Close to 62 years old, I never had grown a watermelon. And I finally did this year. It's one of these small watermelons. They only get about 3 or 4 pounds. I was watching Living Traditions Homestead, and they showed how to tell when their watermelons were ripe. And so I used it on when I looked at these watermelons to see if they were ripe. I used the way they do it, and I'll show how they do it. And it worked for them and it worked for me. Right here on this watermelon, you got the line that goes to the vine. Now, a lot of this may be familiar to a lot of people, but it wasn't to me. You got your line, your stem comes from the watermelon right there off the vine, and then you got this little rascal growing right here. I don't know what he is, kind of a little stem or something. And they said when that dries up, and this one is pretty dry, your watermelon's ready. Over on this one, see how dry that one is right there? They say when that dries up, your watermelon's ready. Well, I had been wondering, you know, if these watermelons were ripe. So I had one yesterday that was a little bit bigger than these. And so I looked down and saw that little stem there was dry. So I took it in last night, cooled it off, and ate it, opened it up, and it was actually maybe a little overripe. So they're the way of telling that the watermelon's ripe, the way they do it is it works. So these are probably ripe too. So I gotta decide if I'm gonna go ahead and harvest them or not. But anyway, so that's my first, and so I'm happy with that. Now the next video you're probably going to get from me is going to be in Crystal Beach, Texas. Taking a vacation. It's been a while since we've taken one, and we decided just to get a beach house down there and take a few days, go down, sit on the beach, and do nothing. So it's going to be maybe a little odd with this COVID stuff going around, but we'll try to make the best of it. And so I've got a neighbor over here is going to, right over there, is going to take care of the ducks and chickens. He's also agreed to maybe water some of this garden here. I've done some watering more today, but he's going to try to do some in the middle of the week and make sure everything stays alive. I've got a person from our church who's going to house sit for us, and a person from the church and his wife are going to come over and going to harvest some things. So hopefully the next video you'll see will I'll be sitting there on the beach doing nothing, and maybe I'll just bring home just a big carload of seaweed. There you go. And we'll just make our own seaweed here, mulch with seaweed. I don't know how that would work, but I hope you have a wonderful day and a wonderful week, and thanks for coming along with us. Sorry about, I hate to tell you the news about my chicken, but I guess those things happen when you live in areas where there's predators, even though you try your best to protect them. There's, you know, it's hard to be 100%, but if you like what we're doing, please subscribe and tell your friends about it. Share this video with your friends, and I think I'm going to go ahead and harvest those other 2 watermelons, take them on our trip, and y'all have a wonderful day and week, and we'll see you on the next video.